And Dusan Djordjevic, the veteran, with Vincent Castelou. They were great in that win. Mike Myers really has to continue to lead this team. That's the only way to describe it. One of the key attributes he has is to lead this team. Nanterre, gonna get a look at the roster. It's a roster you've got to like because it has balance, it has a nice blend of experience, it has some genuine athleticism. Niko Shevardzik, one of those guys that can fill it up from deep. And they have a culture and a passion under coach Pascal Donadieu that gives them almost a sixth man at home alongside a very, very vociferous crowd. So Oostende, 25 years in European basketball. One of the teams that is a perennial competitor. And things look very good for Oostende after weekday one with the win over Bonn. And then they just absolutely capitulated, as good as Besiktas are. Very, very poor performance at home against the Turkish club. Recovered slightly in week three, after almost like needing to rehab after the mauling they had from the Besiktas lineup. And now they're going to have to come to one of the most vociferous gyms in the Basketball Champions League and come up with a performance. They're going to need the leadership of Djordjevic. They're going to need all that experience that they've acquired over 25 years of European competition and somehow get the Basketball Champions League campaign back on track. Well, Nanterre 92, the mascot, the crowd, all as one. And the home team just about to get introduced to a lot of noise here as coach Donadieu, who is part of the fabric, he's part of the reason that Nanterre is the organization it is. Waits for his lineup to be introduced. Crowd are on their feet, and only means one thing here in Nanterre. The home team just about to come onto the floor. Big win in the French League over SIG Strasbourg at the weekend. A 102-100 win. That was entertaining for the crowd. But Nanterre, the first man out, had 22 points in that win. Aladi Aminou, number 4, next man out, had another stellar performance against Strasbourg. He leads this team in points and rebounds across the season, 17 at the weekend. And they go to 4th at the moment in the French League, a club that in their short time in European history has won the Euro Challenge, has won the FIBA Europe Cup. Had a 5-point two-legged win over Minsk to make it through qualification. Head coach Shafatsig, the number 8, just been introduced, now 33 years old. Also had a big night, 3 from 5 from the three-point line against Strasbourg at the weekend, on his way to 15 points. Second year in here in Nanterre. In Venise, his 3rd year on the team. There's a fair bit of continuity across the program. No more continuity than that man, head coach Pascal Donadieu. It's not about the individual parts here in Nanterre, it's about the sum of those parts and the affinity and the relationship they have with the fans. Here's the 3rd team on the floor, the 3 officials from Italy, Turkey, and Ukraine. Azon, Yalman, and Yuschuk. And the 3rd team on the floor, the quality of the officiating in the Basketball Champions League. As we've said on many occasions, this competition is giving opportunity to officials as well as clubs to, on merit, be at the top table of the game. 300 games in the Basketball Champions League. We get a look here at the Oostende starting lineup: Djordjevic and Kestelou, Lassisi, Faila, and Dikili. Pretty much the standard starting lineup for coach Yujka. And they are trying to, I can only way to describe it, it's almost like they started well, they got the first win. As I say, such a poor performance against Besiktas. They really did struggle. Nanterre starting lineup: Shafatsky, Shula, Konate, Inanizi, and Aminou on the inside. Yeah, occasionally there's a slight change to that lineup, but pretty much that's the lineup. The big thing for them is contributions off the bench. 25 points bench scoring on average in the Basketball Champions League gives them a huge advantage over their opponent tonight, who only gets 16 points on average. They shoot the 3-ball so much better. 37% from downtown across their first 3 games in the Basketball Champions League. Oostende, the 28% is misleading. It's dragged down by that really poor performance against Besiktas. They take great care of the ball, Nanterre. They value it. Only 10 turnovers a game, 16 for Oostende. So the dilemma for Oostende is clear. You've got to work to get that perimeter game going. Open looks for the right guys. Take care of the ball and you have a chance. If you don't take care of the ball here, Nanterre will rack it up. They've got guys who can score from everywhere. And as we said before, after a game in the French League at the weekend where they knocked down 102 points, this team comes into the game on a bit of a high offensively. That goes Shabatsik, the German veteran, 33, former international with the German national team. Really fits this group. It's going to be a good one. Nanterre, it's always an atmosphere. You can already start to hear it and feel it as the crowds stand. Well, wherever you're joining us from, I hope you're ready for this one. Nanterre in the white uniform. At home against Oostende in the black. Basketball Champions League, game day 4 in the western suburbs of Paris. And we are just about ready to get underway. And Nanterre will get a first look at it in the offensive end. Shifatzik would advance the basketball. And Izzy will hand it off. A lot of motion without really turning the defense. Aminu with the long 2 is no good. Work on the glass, great effort. And Oostende will just about come up with it. Well, they settle for the jumper. It's not what you really want to start with. Not in rhythm. Shifatzik will move it on. Imadizi. Inside, wraps it. Inside, outside for 3 is no good. Defensive rebound is hauled down by Chikili, and San Djordjevic will things going in the half court. Inside touch. Oostende got a whistle on the play. Shooter is the guy charged with the personal.
Number 7, Jamal Schuller, his first. Sa première faute. La faute est sur le tir. De lancer à suivre pour le numéro 6, Elias Lassisi, on the line.
Elias Lassisi on the free throw line. Ticks it over. First point of the night for either team. For me, it's confidence and belief for Oostende. They had the ability. They did a really nice job opening week to get the win over Bonn. And they just came up against the juggernaut of a performance by Besiktas. It really did seem to carry over into week 3. Schuler moves it on. Shifatzik gets his feet set, lets the 3 go, is off. Ball hasn't seen the inside yet for Nanterre. Djordjevic, a little hesitation. Ball will stay with Oostende. Chikili, much better side that he puts it on the floor trying to attack the ring than settling for the jump shot. Fortunately, retains possession. Fila will move it on. Djordjevic directing. Assisi. Offensive foul called. Chikili's going to be charged with the moving screen.
Personal foul, number 23, Tony Chikili. His first, sa première faute. Tout le monde debout, on ne lâche rien, jusqu'au premier panier marqué.
Shifatzik off the high screen. Inside touch. Aminu going to work with a jump hook. Doesn't get the drop. Djordjevic with a defensive rebound. I don't think Oostende are going to push it much tonight. Djordjevic off the high screen. Looks inside. Turnover. Cannot afford to turn it over in transition. Assisi is charged with a personal. I'm going to say, not really sure what basketball action he was performing in terms of trying to stop the break. Had his hand up straight away, knew exactly what he was doing. The crowd are going to be tired if they have to stand up for much longer to try and will the next point in. They will not sit until they score. Shifatzik backs out. Schuler out top, moves it on. Even easy for 3, got it! There's an old guy at the back row, happy now he can sit. And then as he gets the 3 away, it won't get any quieter. Great pass. Djordjevic on the inside as it knocked away by Shifatzik. Schuler moves it on. Shifatzik keeps it moving. Inavizi with the 3, back-to-back 3s. Invanizi. Back-to-back 3s. Hugo Invanizi. does his job in getting the crowd excited. 6-2 for Nanterre. Inside, outside, Kistelou for three, got it.
3 points.
Chase Fila, sorry. Inside, outside play, both Fila and Kistelou got their feet set, can just knock it down. Shafatzik slows it up a little. Shula. I mean, it comes back for the ball screen. Little look to roll. They change the angle. Shafatzik has a look. 4 on the shot. It's got to go up. Step back. Tough 2. And there'll be a whistle on the play just about before the 24-second device would have sounded. That's a heartbreaker for a fan, let alone for a coach. Oh, out of bounds, a little too easy. They can't get it to drop. Konate just another tough shot, even though the out of bounds looked pretty effective. Djordjevic wraps it, turns it over. Back-to-back turnovers for Djordjevic. That is not a great sign. The experienced Djordjevic turning it over twice. Shafatzik, quick step, defended by Djordjevic. Mbanizi going for 3 in a row. Rims one in and out. Chance to run here for Lassisi. No one stops the ball, gets in deep. Shafatzik just takes it off him. Well, he's 33, but his hands still look as quick as ever. Great noise. Shula wraps it. Easy 2. Aladi Aminou, the recipient of the assist. Djordjevic steps back, feet set for 3. Cannot get it to drop. Djordjevic has to get back in that rhythm. Konate looks inside, no option. So asks Shula to get things in motion. Wraps the pass. Konate nowhere to go. Second move, floats the tough one. Whistle on the play, great effort on the glass by Aladi Aminou. Just outworked Akiri. And then literally that's all he did, outworked him. Jean-Marc Mwema. Fila sits, Mwema comes in. Mike Myers, who has to have he needs to be relentless, Mike Myers. He's shown in so many phases of games how effective he can be. Needs to put a whole game together. Mbanizi back to front. Yep, there you saw him standing on the big M in the middle of the court. 5 turnovers for Oostende in 5 minutes. It's not getting it done. Djordjevic with the easy 2. Defense went absent without leave. Hopefully gets Djordjevic's confidence up. Shula has to turn the corner. Needs a pass, finds one. Inside, outside, Shula with the 3. Got it. Well, Shula with 1 and Mbanizi with 2. That's 9 of the 11 points. It's surprising for a team who knocked down 100 at the weekend. The 3 is long for Kistelou. Shafatzik has a look at his options in transition, wraps it down to Aminou, has it knocked away by Myers, who can't control it. And Shafatzik was the quickest to recover. Oostende will take the timeout. And Nanterre 92 has a 13-7 advantage, and more importantly, is getting shots at once.
We don't need a first shot. Drive on him once. Hey, when we switch guard, we need to focus after that to search open man, not like this. Jean, for winning. Hey.
Well, Well, if you're a Nanterre fan or any member of the staff, you're going to love the 4-1, 1-5 numbers. Assist to turnover ratios, always talked about as being important.
Go back door. They stay just like this. Go back door. Here we go.
Shafatsik is the recipient of the work to keep it alive. There's the replay of the shooter 3. Inside, outside. Get your feet set. It's in rhythm.
Remise en jeu, Oostende BC, possession.
Last 4 minutes of the first quarter. And Nanterre starting to heat up a little bit here. Salulu in the game, on the floor. Looks to step back. A little give and go action. Nice foul on the play, and it's holding foul.
His first, sa première faute. Remise en jeu, Oostende ball.
Indonesia picks up the personal. Djordjevic needs the pass, finds one wide open. Lassisi for 3, can't get it to drop. Great work by Myers, but tremendous hands by Schuler. He wants it. But Schuler's going to work on the glass. Here's the rebound, he has it. And then Schuler with the quick hands knocks it away. Djordjevic takes the ball screen, Myers dives again. Gets it to Myers, he finishes the play this time. So much better for Oostende, more aggressive. Force the defense to turn. Indonesia, Lassin in the game. Schuler, great first step, got a foul. Well, there's the foul, so I'm not really sure why Mwema was debating it. Got a little bit of hip going. Then Oostende already in the penalty, and Nanterre will shoot the throws. Eric Murphy checks in. And a huge game on in the last game in Pro A in France with 19 points against Strasbourg in that 2-point win. Schuler knocks down the second.
Nanterre 92 qui mène 14-9. Nanterre là les two leads 14-9.
Assisi tries to reverse it, throws it back. Move to the inside is good for Myers.
Michael Myers, the point.
Great work again. Myers coming to play. Saluma gets the 2 and 1. And that's what Mike Myers can be. He can be destructive.
Personal foul number 7. Personnel numéro 7, Jamal Schuler. Personal foul number 7. Et second, sa deuxième faute. Il est remplacé par Terral Petoué. Un lancer bonus à suivre.
And Oostende, before you even realize it, this is a chance to tie the game.
Jean Salomon, 1 point, 1 point. Égalisation 14 partout, 14
Tough shot off the glass, doesn't get to drop. The ball will stay. Let's take a look. The ball should go to Oostende. I mean, who's going to sit? Mwema can't get it to drop. Great work on the glass. Salamu, when he's active, when he really has his focus in the game, can do things like this. He just outworks his opponent, gets the offensive rebound, and Oostende have the lead. And Myers has been dominant. Now he leads the break, gives it up. Weber comes high, no pass. Myers gets it in the block. Going to work, he draws contact. They're going to wipe it off. Foul's going to be charged to Dylan Petaway.
Personal foul. Number 33. Faute personnelle numéro 33, Eric Murphy. His first, sa première faute. Applaudissements pour la sortie de la haute.
Mike Myers has just been immense since he's come off the bench. Murphy's going to struggle to contain him, so he has to foul.
Quatrième faute d'équipe pour Nanterre 92. À la prochaine faute, commencez à suivre Oostende.
Passat Dicté gets the rebound, needs a pass. They find one. Passat Dicté opens up for him, goes and spins, gets the two.
Organisation ce partout, 69.
Got a whistle on it.
Personal foul. Number 19. Faute personnelle numéro 19. Partition fait. His first, sa première faute. Substitution Nanterre 92. Applaudissements pour la sortie de Warren Racine out, remplacé par Aiko Chapatsek in. La faute étant sur le tir. Et Nanterre 92 pour la pénalité. Au lancer. Jean Salomon on the line for 2 shots.
Oh, Moema was just a little smarter, should we say. Mihalovic out top. Great pass. Myers draws contact, will go to the line. And Myers has been dominant. Mihalovic gives a little bit more, say, like control, a bit more basketball IQ. There's the foul. And Myers will go to the free throw line. Petaway picks up his first foul. Myers makes the free throw. Player of the week in Belgium in week 3. That's a few weeks ago now, 2-3 weeks ago. Comes up with 1 from 2 from the free throw line. And Oostende on the road in the last minute of the first quarter have a 2-point lead. Petaway. Well, that's going to just be an Oostende basket. Not only going to stay with Nanterre as on passe à Victor. Dukte is oh, they're just Shapatsik. When he gets space, will just knock it down. You've got to make Shapatsik put it on the floor. Nanterre lead at 19-18. George Salamu steps through, just drops it down, and Myers does well to hold on, goes through the contact, and will go to the free throw line. Was not standing up straight. Jean Salomon picks himself up, wipes himself down, as Passat Dicté picks up the personal.
Michael Myers Jr. on the line for 2 shots.
One from 2 last time for Myers. Makes the first again. And hits the front of the ring again. New ball game at 19. Last 10 seconds of what's been a fascinating first quarter. Shapatsik on the floor. Needs to put this up. Gets himself set really quickly. Can't get it to drop. That's a box out by Myers, and that'll do it for quarter 1. Well, we thought this would be tight. There's a lot rested on this, given we're only in week 4. But at the end of quarter 1, Nanterre 92 and Oostende are locked at 19. Statistics, Oostende doing a really nice job moving at 62% in two-point land. And Nanterre with those 4 threes gave themselves a real boost at the start.
Cross screen for Jean-Marc. Play, don't shoot, play the way, play. Screen straight for Jean, okay, come for a shot. Stay wide. Mike Seal of the catch attack, also on the weak side. Hey, guys, watch out on inbound.
Well, if you're an Oostende fan, you've got to be so pleased that beginning of the game when Nanterre knocked down these threes, a team that's a little shell-shocked in the Basketball Champions League. Could have seen the warning signs, especially in this gym with a crowd involved. But Oostende found a way to get the foothold in the game. Salumu was good as he came in. Myers was very impressive when he came in off the bench. And Halovic is, he's been injured, back in the lineup. He really does give this team a little bit more poise in the backcourt. It's really set up nicely. Just about to get underway, quarter 2. And Oostende will have the first possession. And Mihalovic will get him into the half court. Salumu comes off the screen, has a look at what he has. Fila puts it inside. Whatever, inside out, move it on. Mihalovic. Myers has it, tries to go to work. Great hands by Petaway. A lot of white shirts around Myers when he put it on the floor. Shafatsik. Petaway off the down screen, will get the ball screen, sets his feet for 3. Wow, way off. Oostende with numbers down the floor. Well, wide open fighter finally goes inside to Myers for the flush. When Oostende move, their IQ is very good. Finding the right man. It's when they try to play too much one-on-one, they start to really don't get a lot of good options. This is Petaway on the floor. Offensive foul call. And Passav Dute picks up his 3rd foul. He's going to sit. Yeah, he just rolled through, gave it the hip. On his 2nd foul. Oh, nice read, nice cut. Jomamwema, you're going to count it. Great read on the flex cut. Just came through. Shafatsik went high, Samuema went low. Great timing on the pass. And Oostende beginning to look very comfortable offensively. Good rhythm. Shafatsik with the personal, picks up his 1st. Well, they're going to turn it over, a little complicated, no space as Aminou tried to roll. There you can see just not enough separation. Defensively, they got a piece of it, broke it down. Timeout for coach Donadieu.
Sur le spacing. Okay. Là, vous avez vu les attaques. Baptiste, on joue dans le cœur ici. Là, Terrain et Aladé. C'est tout prêt. Jouez le plus large possible. Okay.
Well, the message is really clear. Let's get the spacing. Let's give ourselves room to play.
Regardez un peu. Okay, roulez bien.
Oostende 2-1 on the glass, 14-7. You'd expect that to even out. A good rebounding team like Nanterre. Well, we talked right at the top of the game about needing to take care of the basketball. 16 turnovers a game, Oostende are averaging. They've already had 5, but they had 5 early. So since then, since the introduction of Halovic and Myers, they've done a really nice job. And let's not underestimate the contribution that Jean-Marc Moema makes. Such an active basketball player. Salomou really has made a contribution off the bench too, so this is a great sign for Oostende. 8:20 to go in the half. They lead at 24-19. Fila outside. Moema. What they've got to do is be aggressive, not just settle for it. Moema goes through, he's blocked or fouled. He's fouled, and Petaway is not happy. He's not a happy Nanterre player, should we say. With the way that officials do officiate the game, you can't, emotion, yeah, but too much emotion can often result in the technical foul. I think they were pretty close to that then. And 3 fouls early for Nanterre, all because Oostende being the aggressor. Not just settling for the jump shot as they did at the beginning of the game, trying to attack the space. And Moema feels the benefit of that. Makes the first from the free throw line. There's the reach and the hand in the back. So no wonder the game was, the referee called the foul. Nice period here for Oostende. 26-19, they have the lead. 7-0 start to the third quarter. Shafatsik. Well, puts a stop to that right away. Scoring drought over for Nanterre. And Shafatsik wide open off the pick. Mihalovic finds Salomou. Wraps it. Fila wide open for 3. Put that one in the book. 2 open threes back to back, both teams. And defensive effort starts to drop a little. Shafatsik. Move to Murphy. Petaway. Nice matchup with Moema. Gets us offensive. Good call by the official. Saw the arm extended. It's not about necessarily the amount of contact, it's that action. It take a lot when someone's on the move to move them out the way, and that's all he did then, just extended the right arm. Third foul for Petaway. Has to sit. Mihalovic. Fila outside, moves it on. Salomou. Myers on the inside, gets rebound position. Salomou fires it up, but not in rhythm. Canute moves it on. Eric Murphy. Shafatsik, 8 on the possession. Quick hands by Mihalovic. He's going to have to go up. Shooter from deep. From the 3-point line, he's short. Moema just elevates to get the rebound. Salomou advances the ball. Nice lineup on the floor here at the moment for Oostende. Defensively very active. Myers, if the pass was better, it'd have been an easy 2. Canute goes up and throws it down and throws Fila away. It's what should have been an easy 2 at one end. Ends up looking like this at that end. Big time finish. Nate elevates, throws it down, and him and Fila get a little acquainted. 5-point game, and Oostende still have the lead though. Mihalovic, nice lift. Salomou, free set for 3, count it. Great execution by Oostende. The dive and the lift on the wing created the space for Salomou to knock down the 3. Joy to watch. Whistle away from the ball, offensive again.
Offensive foul.
Canute is going to be charged with a personal.
Number 4, his first, sa première faute.
Well, already 5:30 to go in the half, and Nanterre already in the penalty. Salomou, great first step, kicks it. Mihalovic for 3 is short. And Konate off to the races, has to kick it out. Shafancic will hit the second side. Schuler plays with the ball screen. Tries to create a little angle. Great finish. Aminu wants the foul, but it's just a tough play. Nice find, nice finish. Got a 6-point game halfway through the second quarter. Mihalovic moves it on. And Salamu created the angle. And Schuler may well put his hands up. But you're behind, and you got your hand on his hip. Therefore, it's a foul. Exactly, has been described to him at the moment. Does come a point where once you've described the reason for the foul, that should be enough. Schuler has to sit. And shuffle. And Fay checks in. Meanwhile, Jean Salomon knocks down the first. Always purpose. As I say, I keep repeating it, but apart from the Besiktas game, there's always purpose to Oostende. Always looking for answers, always looking to create problems for the opposition. Shafancic comes off the screen and kicks. Whistle on the play. Murphy on the drive, and we saw the reach by Myers. Interesting who they call on it. Either picks up his second personal. Eric Murphy on the line. 66% so far across this season. Finnish international.
2 points.
And Murphy will sit. Invernizzi will check in for Nanterre.
Sortie de Chase Wheeler out. Remplacé par Vincent Pestelot in.
Mihalovic is really a very steady influence on this team. Moema outside will get it back to Mihalovic. Moema again fires the three. Is off. What a ball. Myers goes back up for 2. Michael Myers getting it done here in Paris. Tremendous work on the glass by the big man. Nanterre take the timeout. They've got to keep that guy off the glass. Mike Myers going to work here, putting a shift in on the glass. And we talked when he came into the game, he has to put in a performance for every minute he's on the game, and he is literally doing that right now. Let's listen to Coach Donadieu.
Mettez aucune agressivité. C'est pour ça qu'on fait beaucoup de fautes. On met 0 agressivité. Mettez plus de pression sur les porteurs de balle. Activez-vous un peu. Ok, entre le lancer franc, toutes les situations de rebond, on est dominé. Si vous voulez pas vous faire mal, vous faites pas mal.
There's the shooting numbers. Nanterre still living on the back of the 3 threes in the first period in terms of overall percentages. Oostende beginning to get there. Great numbers on the inside for Oostende. And Myers is responsible for a lot of that hit on his own. So after the Nanterre timeout, they trail by 8 with 4:13 to go in the half. And that man, Mike Myers, is having a half of basketball. Shafancic. Invernizzi will hand it off. Pinote. Defense by Moema just took away the drive on Shafancic for 3 is off. And Myers again with the rebound. That's his 6th board. Salamu on the flare. will take the ball screen off of Myers, who dives. Great pass. Emanisi decided to guard Muema. Everyone looking at everybody else on this Nanterre lineup. Konaté was not looking to trap, just soft defensively by Nanterre. Konaté off the glass. Oh, Konaté went to the cash point, found the bank open late night here in Paris. Salamou takes the ball screen. Little hesitation, inside outside kick. He goes to work, doesn't get the drop. Kestelou. Defense struggles at the moment. Emanisi for three, feet set is long. Kestelou can't control it, ball will belong to Nanterre. Great effort by Konaté. When it's not working for you, you've got to make effort. You've got to find ways to get contribution, and that's what Konaté's doing right now. Outworking three guys in black shirts. Much appreciated by the fans behind that hoop. End-line possession for Nanterre. They trail 7, 2:40 to go in the first half. Chouafé sits down. Shfatzik does not like the physical attention he's getting. Comes off two screens, will receive the inbound. Shfatzik tries to turn the corner, inside will kick. Shfatzik in space, Konaté in the corner, great effort defensively. Konaté can't get it to drop. Kestelou comes down with a defensive rebound. And Salamou gets it into the half court. Myers get a reposition, will roll. They missed him that time. They'll get him here though. Myers gets to the middle. Move to the baseline for two. Like Myers putting on a demonstration of low post play. Eric Murphy just got scored. Draws contact as well, gets the and one. Tough move by Myers. Chance to make this a 10-point game on the road. It's almost a Jekyll and Hyde team at the moment, Oostende. One week they're great, the next week they just do not perform. They've just had a great half of basketball, whatever happens in the last 2 minutes. 14 points personal for Myers. Whistle on the play.
Personal foul. Number 15, Michael Myers Jr.
14 and 5 in the first half for Michael Myers. On 13 minutes of basketball, Oostende will take the timeout, and you can guarantee that Coach Jack is going to hammer into this team. They've put themselves in a great position. They've got to go into the locker room in a real positive place.
Essaie de revenir à 7, 8 points. Ok, allez, go, go, go.
Shfatzik will inbound. Nanterre 9 down, contact on the play.
Personal foul, number 25. Faute personnelle numéro 25, Vladimir
Mihailovic with the personal. Just blocking foul. Aminu will set the screen for Shfatzik, same play. Shfatzik will back out, get a reposition for the three. It's no good. Muema just elevates to the board. And Mihalovic will advance it. Stalou will move it on. Salumu and Kestelou combined. Muema, tough move to the inside, can't get it to drop. Myers can't collect. Eric Murphy will finally come down with it. Shafarczyk needs a pass, finds Murphy for three, is way off. Great work. Aminu just would not be denied on the offensive ball, just took it off two defenders. Just ripped it. Mihalovic will try and use Myers as a high screen. Long three is off. Shafarczyk will push. Konaté on the dribble. Konaté go on baseline. It's good defense by Salumu. Just stayed in stance, moved his feet, sealed the baseline. Konaté threw it out of bounds. Here you go. Straightforward turnover. Mihalovic will sit. Djordjevic has it. 8-second, 9-second differential between game and possession clock. Myers just about saves it. Tough move. Quick, decisive cut. Konaté's a very frustrated player at the moment. Salumu takes it strong, gets hit from behind on the side. Can't finish the play, but will go to the free throw line.
Nanterre 92 est comme à la pénalité. Nanterre avec sur une pénalité. Au lancer, Jean Salumu on the line for 2 shots.
Looks a little bit quick and snatchy. Someone who's a very, very good free throw shooter normally.
Jean Salumu 1 point, 1 point. Substitution.
Makes the second.
Oostende. Sortie de Dusan Djordjevic.
Djordjevic will sit.
Remplacé par Vladimir Mihalovic in.
Mihalovic comes back for the last 17 seconds, trying to protect Djordjevic's foul situation. Shafarczyk wraps it. Imanizi goes inside. Ball will stay with Nanterre. Oostende still have a foul to give with 3.9 seconds to go. Oh, and it's a poor decision by Myers. Imanizi just outworked him. And Myers looks longingly at the official, but there's the foul. It's whether the official says that's a shooting foul, which I think he has. And Myers is going to be frustrated. Second foul for Myers.
On the line for 2 shots.
Well, that's the first free throw Imanizi has missed on the whole of the season, be it France, French League, or in the Basketball Champions League. Was 15 for 15 until that point. Normal surface is restored, makes the second. And Djordjevic will come back in. 2.8 seconds for Oostende to try and manufacture something. Muema has it, gathers himself. Does not get it away in time.
End of second quarter, half-time.
But at half-time, Oostende, after a little hesitancy at the start, find themselves on the road here in Nanterre with a 41-34 advantage. A much improved Oostende performance. More, I think, the level they play. I still think that the mauling they had by Besiktas really did dent the flow or dent the momentum they had built up. Here are the statistics: 67% and 30 against 50 and 33. 17 trips to the free throw line for Oostende against 6 from Nanterre. It tells you a lot about how Oostende became the aggressor in that first half. Everything else is a little bit of an advantage on the glass. Turnover-wise, after a poor start, Oostende had 5 turnovers in the first 5 minutes. Only 7 turnovers on the half. Myers is everywhere. 14 and 6 for Mike Myers. Shafarczyk leads the scorers for Nanterre with 8. But Mike Myers for me, and the lineup with Salamou in there for Oostende. Story of that first half, Myers was just immense when he came in off the bench. Salamou has 12, Myers has 14. Those two have scored 26 points off the bench, which is more than on average the whole bench scores for Oostende in this Basketball Champions League. So we're going to get some highlights of what was a fascinating first half. Great start for Imanizi and Shafarczyk from the three-point line. Imanizi made back-to-back threes. 9 of the first 11 points were from threes for Nanterre. And then Oostende found their own offensive rhythm. That was the last of the threes made by Nanterre. Shooter's three was the fourth three of a period. But Oostende and this man, Mike Myers, even though he fumbled it on that occasion, when he entered the game changed. And if you want impact from your bench, Myers is the man who gave it to them in this game. Myers has 14 points personal on that first half. Inside, he was just huge. And him and Salamou were the story for Oostende in that first half, which leaves Oostende with the lead at the half. We'll leave you the rest of these highlights. We'll see you shortly for the second half. Can Oostende get their Basketball Champions League campaign back on track and go to 2-2 and get right back in contention in the group? We'll see you shortly for the second half.
Two points, Michael Myers. 2 points, Michael Myers. 2 points, Michael Myers, Junior. 2 points. Two points, Michael Myers. 2 points, Michael Myers. 2 points, Michael Myers, Junior. 2 points. Two points, Michael Myers.
Well, welcome back to Nanterre. Oostende in the ascendancy after a tremendous first half. And after a tremendous first half by Mike Myers and Jean Salomou, who combined for 26 points of the 41 that Oostende actually accumulated during that first half. Now, Myers' issue has always been putting the whole game together in the Basketball Champions League. He's a great player. He can come out with that type of intensity, and what he really needs now is Tony Chikili to come out and play hard. And he needs points from Vincent Kistelou, because they're the players that have done well for this Oostende lineup. The impact of Vladimir Mihalovic is clear. A great team performance so far for Oostende. They just need a little bit of help scoring-wise, and they might actually get a very important road win here that will put them right back in to the mix in this group. Group D is a dogfight to make the round of 16. Here we go then, beginning of the third quarter, and Nanterre on the wrong end of a 7-point margin. Have the first look at it at the offensive end. Note will move it into Schuler, who comes off the high screen. Got a whistle on the play.
Number 9, faute personnelle numéro 9, Jean-Marc Gomard, et 5, sa deuxième faute.
Bosave Dicté was just a handful on that ball screen. Schuler nowhere to go. Shafatsik finds Don Conte in the corner. Great rebound. Bosave Dicté just gets the little jump hook, and it was important that he got that. So important that Nanterre ticked over at the beginning of the third. A frustrating first period. Balls knocks away, double touch. No, they're going to stay here. Kiri couldn't handle it, but Shu got a piece. And 5 seconds on the possession. Fila for 3, got it. Wow, that's frustrating out of bounds for Nanterre. Simple screen away to release the 3-point threat. Who duly obliged. Easy will move it on. Shafatsik. Nani on a quick catch and rip through, gets contact. And Djordjevic looks at everybody except the referee. Djordjevic took the lane away, so clear foul. Konate on the free throw line. Makes the second. Djordjevic in the half court. Salomou moves it on, gets it back. Kiri will come and ball screen and roll. Great ball movement. Mwema for 3, got it. Oostende explored it, looked inside, rolled hard, took the defense down. Moema lifted. Ball movement was great. 10-point lead for Oostende. This is the Oostende team that showed up first game against Bonn. Schuler, nice little dump down to, what they say, inside. Schuler, mid-range 2, it's good. Turnover, and then he goes up, flushes that for 2. 6-point game. And Nanterre trying to feed off the crowd. Salou moves it on. Fila go on baseline, tries to wrap it. Great rotation. Invernizzi just saw it, read it, and took it. Schuler. Djordjevic is going to be called for the blocking foul.
Number 9, Jean-Marc Moema. Et seul, sa 3e faute. La faute étant sur le tir, de lancer à suivre pour Jamal Schuler on the line for 2 shots.
Schuler makes the first. Goes 2 for 2 from the line, cuts it to a 3-point game.
Oostende, sorti de Jean-Marc Moema out, remplacé par Elias Lassissi in. Oostende qui mène 47-43, Oostende leads 47-43.
Ball screen for Jakiri, didn't use it. Now they're looking at him inside, great defense. Jakiri bounces it into traffic, they need to get it out of there. Djordjevic recovers it, goes hard, needs a pass, finds a pass. Jakiri there, can't get it away. That's a great defensive series by Nanterre. They just took every option away, just stayed in stance, protected the ring. Nowhere to go for Oostende. Penalty out top, moves it on. Schuler gets the ball screen. Assad Dicté just rolls, didn't really get a look at it.
Substitution, Oostende, sortie de numéro 23, Jakiri out, remplacé par Michael Myers in.
Well, Myers comes back in. If he had the impact he had in the first half, this could steady the Oostende ship. Shafatzik. Schuler, little ball fake, drew contact. Foul was on the floor. Elias Lassissi.
His second. Deuxième faute personnelle pour le numéro 6. First team foul, Oostende. 4e faute d'équipe pour Oostende. À la prochaine faute, de lancer à suivre.
Penalty will relieve the pressure. Schuler has it, gets the ball screen. Little hesitation, little floater, can't get it to drop. A little indecisive. Was he going to pass? Was he going to shoot? Great lead pass. Myers straight in. Gets the foul, gets contact. And has impact straight off that Oostende bench. Great lead pass, great take. Could be disappointed he's not shooting one.
La faute étant sur le tir, de lancer à suivre pour Michael Myers Jr. on the line for 2 shots.
Mike Myers just getting it done. Doesn't make the first of the free throws though.
Un point Michael Myers Jr., 1 point.
Shooter on the quick catch and release, just buries it. Super looking three-pointer, just gets his feet set, it's gone. strokes it, knocks it down. We've got a 2-point game. Great find. Assisi. Ball stopped though. Now they're moving on. Someone in the corner is off. Shafatzik leads the break. Nanterre can tie or lead on this possession. Shafatzik wraps one. Schuler feeling it. Oh, Schuler from deep, back-to-back threes. They have the 1-point lead. Schuler milks it on his way to the bench. Oostende take the timeout. Schuler just makes a huge three. Back-to-back threes for Jamal Schuler. That's what it means to the crowd.
You going back to shooter. Same thing, shooter. Same. Yeah, man. I told you in locker room what's gonna be. We just lose focus. Hey, on a catch situation. Pass, attack this. Corner, attack. Find the weak side. Hey, let me leave. We are too stuck on the other side. We are
Well, Nanterre with all the momentum at the start of this third period. Early fouls for Oostende. Steals. Canete's with the breakaway dunk. Djordjevic trying to get Oostende back in rhythm. 7 on the possession. Haven't really gone anywhere with this offense. Vinicius make a big three. Great rebounding effort. Myers can't keep it alive. Invernizzi comes down with it. 4-on-3 break. Just find the open man. Invernizzi for 3 is short. And Fila thought about the long pass, but recognized Konate was there. Fila attacks the closeout. That's offensive. Heads up play. Big, big decision by the 32-year-old veteran, Pasave Dute. Just stayed in stance. Halfway through the third. And Oostende just have to believe now. Schuler's just been red hot for a little while. Dictate's going to turn that over. Myers comes up with it, looks to lead the break. Can they get something in transition? Djordjevic, open look. Down to Myers, little ball fake, goes up. Gets the play. Myers again. Runs the floor so well. Little ball fake, takes everybody out. Shafatzik moves it on. Invernizzi deep for 3. Downtown for Invernizzi. Missed the one before, so take a step back. Third 3 of the night for Invernizzi. Fia puts it on the floor, draws contact for Invernizzi on the way to the hoop. Djordjevic moves it on. Vila with his feet set, is short with a little flat on the release. And Shafatzik will walk it. Knows he needs to get a shot they want right now. Keep the momentum. Shafatzik moves it. Kanete looks down low. And Dictate. Shafatzik is short with a 3. Djordjevic has it, chance to run. But Oostende slowing up. They're not committing to the break at all at the moment. Poor pass. Great hands by Konate. Schuler's gone and beat everybody down the floor for 2. Jamal Schuler having a third quarter that is just leading Nanterre. 4-point advantage for the French club. Sumalu. Finds CC is off. And then Venezia comes down with the defensive rebound. Now CC really struggling with any rhythm offensively at the moment. Schuler down the middle, kicks it, extra pass, Shafatsig in the book. Nanterre just pouring it on in the third. 23-9. Oostende take their second time out. It's an emotional game, this. Apologies if you're offended by the outburst. The coach is feeling it at the moment. His team was so good for 25 minutes of this game. They looked like a team in control of what it was trying to do, and Nanterre have just opened it up in the last 3 minutes. They lead by 7. It's still only a 7-point game. Nanterre 40% from behind the arc. Just poured in points in this quarter. And Schuler, as well as hitting the threes, just ran the floor like a deer here for the two. Nanterre up the floor after the timeout, as you'd expect them to be. Trying to make Oostende work for everything. Mihailovic is back in the game. That's a good move for Oostende. Everything looks a little bit smoother when he's out there at the moment. CC finds Salamou. And there's the foul on the play.
Number 42, faute personnelle numéro 42, Joe Passa Ductail. He serves sa troisième faute.
Jean Passa, say Ductail picks up the personal. That'll be foul number 3 for him. Passa Ductail, 32. He's that one of those guys on this team that really does lead as a veteran. Whether he plays a minute or whether he plays 40, it's going to be with the same passion. Aminou steps back in. A 23-9 third period so far for Nanterre. Mihailovic will look to reverse it. Gets it back. 3, it's got to go up. Fires up the deep 3. Way off. Aminou just cleans up on the glass, and Shafatsig, who is playing some minutes tonight, gets it into the half court. Imanizi for 3, short. Chance to run for Oostende. And someone who just turns it down. Myers, the only guy to come consistently to play for Oostende, and L1 carrying him on his back.
Number 4, faute personnelle numéro 4, Alain Aminou. Et second, sa deuxième faute. Substitution after the free throw.
Myers' chance to make it a 4-point game.
On the line for 1 shot. Michael Myers, 1 point, 1 point. Replaced. Remplacé par le numéro 23, Tony Jekiri. In.
Imanizi, little ball fake, steps back for 3, can't make it.
Personal foul.
Foul off the ball.
Number 5.
Nanterre making it a little easy now for Oostende to just steady the ship. Nanterre does not need to take that action. What happens now is we walk the end of to the whole other end of the floor.
Substitution, Nanterre 92. Changement pour Nanterre 92.
They sits, third personal.
Remplacé par Terran Pitoué. 2 points. Dans Salomon, 2 points. Nanterre 92 qui mène
2 for 2 from the line. 2-point game. Great response by Oostende after the second time out. Ped away. Out top. Looks underneath. What a pass. What a look. Amanu gets the 2. Great look. Chikiri just went to sleep down low. Mihailovic just drops the 3 from the corner. What a response from Oostende. Ped away, not expecting it. Still shot it. Couldn't get it to drop. And after all the great work that Nanterre have done, Oostende have a chance to retake the lead. Salamou. Chikiri just hands it off. Salamou gets to the foul line, goes to Chikiri. Great rotation. Schuler is everywhere. Jamal Schuler, both ends of the floor, has owned this third quarter. Mihailovic, back-to-back threes.
2 points. Vladimir Mihailovic, 2 points.
Vladimir Mihailovic gives Oostende back the lead.
Substitution Oostende. Sortie de Chase Miller. Out. Remplacé par Vincent Kestelot. In.
Must have towed the line. Last possession. Well, if you're a Nanterre fan, you hope it's the last possession. Schuler steps into the 3, just buries it from deep. Third 3 of the third for Schuler. 11 points on the quarter for Schuler. He gives Nanterre back the lead, and there's confirmation at the end of 3. 62-60. Jamal Schuler time. He nails the 3 and milks it.
S'il vous plaît, Yonder, ok, after. On met le maximum d'agressivité sur les ok, on rentre. C'est bien, Hugo, c'est des bonnes situations.
Both sets of offensive numbers really stepping up in that third.
Peut-être two up, et jouez bien large quand vous faites two up.
Stay on the corner. Stay on the corner.
Gardez la même agressivité des fois.
I want more low post, not possible pass. And going big. But now, important chase, stay wide. Why? Because they are catching. So, Ellie, you get to open, blood open. So, transfer. On a roll. So you can hold the catch on the layup. If he's going, you will be.
Chase Miller, 3 points.
Here we go then, fourth quarter. We knew this was going to be a tough one. We knew it was going to be a tight one. But wow, the quality just went through the roof in that third quarter. Mihailovic, who's been a phenomenal impact for Oostende. Felix trying to go to work down low, gets deep, turns, doesn't get the drop. Aminu comes down with a rebound. Chikiri really needs to give some contribution for Oostende. Got a mid-court foul, Mihailovic. Šefacic almost suckered him into that one. Mihailovic just has a little reach for it.
Sa deuxième faute. Substitution Nanterre dans les tours. Applaudissements pour la sortie du Venezia out. Remplacé par Eric Murphy in.
Venezia sits.
Remise en jeu. Nanterre dans les tours. Possession.
That's obviously a reaction to the lineup that Oostende have on the floor. Šefacic. Mihailovic plays great defense. Petaway, three, got to put it up. Goes all the way for the easy two. Great decision. Mihailovic guarded by Šefacic. Nice little matchup going on as Petaway reaches. Petaway picks up foul number 4, begs to stay in the game. I think Coach Donadieu's going to let him stay. Takiri, not going to guard him out there, needs to move it on. Mihailovic, Takiri dives, doesn't get a look. Open three is off. And Aminu comes down for big rebound. Šefacic pushes. Schuler is off. I think he's trying to stretch it with that one. Mihailovic. Takiri with the reposition, goes inside, easy finish. Mihailovic just toyed with the defense, delayed and delayed and delayed, and just laid it out there. Petaway, the last man, just went to sleep on the help. Schuler moves it on. Murphy's going to reverse it and screams. Šefacic finds Murphy. Long two is good. Well, it just opened up. Extra pass. Mihailovic for three is short. Wide open look. Couldn't get it to go. Petaway turns the corner again. Nowhere to go. Great hands. CC came down with a steal. Mihailovic. A little hesitation. Crazy looking shot. Gets blocked by Murphy. Lost balance, lost control, just had to put it up. Petaway stops and pops and can't get it to drop. Mihailovic, City's coach, wants the call. Mihailovic again, waits for Fida to come, open three is off. Takiri goes up, he's fouled, he'll go to the free throw line. And the whole offense for Oostende just has a different feel, a different look. Mihailovic at the point really does control what they want, what they get. Great rebound by Takiri, gets inside position. That's what made the rebound. Murphy fouls.
Changement pour Oostende, sortie des Jean Salomon out, remplacé par Dušan Đorđević in.
Đorđević comes in for Salomon.
Point.
When does Mike Myers come back? Sits there on 3 fouls, 7 minutes to go, his team are down 3. Schuler goes down low with the pass. Aminu steps back to the fadeaway. That's a rebound by Fila. And Mihailovic will have it. Finds Đorđević, gets it back. Screen for Takiri, wide open. Dušan Đorđević lifted and was the pass. Petaway just doubled into Takiri. Đorđević wide open. Murphy for three is short. Chance for Đorđević to run. No options down the floor. Nanterre has a look. tough shot. CC just was intent on taking something. There was nothing there in the end. Just got to be disciplined. 66 to 63. Schuler, 6 to go. And Djordjevic gets sucked into a soft one.
Number 20, Dusan Djordjevic. His second, sa deuxième foule. Numéro 20. Substitution Nanterre dans les tubes. Changement pour Nanterre 92. Applaudissements pour la sortie d'un coach à Martinique out. Remplacé par l'Oostende. Time out. Nanterre dans les tubes. D'abord demandé
Nanterre will take the time out.
Nanterre 92 qui mène 66 à 63. Nanterre dans les tubes leads 66-63.
They have the 3-point lead. They want to talk it over. Let's take a listen.
Faites attention. En attaque de ne pas être que sur du jeu libre. Okay. Et là on a tendance à faire une passe, un shoot, une passe, un shoot. Jamal, pendant 1 ou 2 minutes tu vas jouer un. Ok, hein? Donc on essaye de bien annoncer. Ok, hein? On annonce. Essayez d'annoncer, hey, Jersey, ouais, Jersey, là on fait Jersey, okay? You want Jersey 5?
Well, after the explosion of points in that third quarter, it's quieting down a little bit in the fourth. The pressure's beginning to tell. Curie still stays in the game. I think the call of when do you bring back Mike Myers could probably decide this game. 66 to 63, 6 minutes to remain. Schuler off the high screen. Just about gets it on the skip pass. Konate puts it on the floor, needs a pass, finds a pass. Pettaway with a prayer for 3. Took it off his ankles. Out of bounds. And Fila, frustrated, just bounces it away. There's that little skip, and he's out of bounds. A number of times you see, and as you see the replay, literally off his ankles. We said turnovers could be a decisive factor. It's 14 to 8. Too many for Oostende. Off the glass, soft touch. Aminu just kisses the glass for 2. Back to an 8-point advantage. Nice little period here for Nanterre. Mikhailovic. Open 3 for Lassisi. Needed it. Needed it so badly, did Oostende on that one. Tick it over for 3, close it to 5. Jean Salomou waits to return. Murphy gets it in the block. Aminu. Kiri just takes off. Well, I'm going to sound like a record here. When Myers comes back, I think the game is a different game. How long do they leave it before he comes? Djordjevic gives it to Jakiri on the inside. Fights through traffic. Blows the little 2-footer. Looks at the official, no idea why. Well, there's your answer in the background. Myers waiting to come back in. Is he going to get back in time? 7-point game. Aminu again, now he gets a foul line. Jump shot, he's had the last 6 points. 2 jump shots in the drive. All of them open looks. 11-point game. 9-point game, sorry. Mikhailovic will get the ball screen from Jakiri. Mikhailovic stops and pops way short. Kept alive by Jakiri. Inside, easy 2. Rewarded for his effort. Schuler. Almost a turnover. Murphy gets it away, is off. Kiri comes down with it. And Djordjevic looks to push. Little hesitation, goes inside to Kiri, goes up, that's blocked. Stays with the play. 10 on the possession. Mikhailovic comes off the screen. Kiri, little floater in the lane, he blows that little gimme, goes again, he's blocked. Aminou just taking over in the last 2 minutes. Tired looking Jakiri on that one. Gets blocked twice in the same phase. Djordjevic, 7 on the possession. It's fouled by Aminou.
Number 4, Aminou, faute personnelle numéro 4, sa troisième faute. Reserve.
Myers is in. Jean Salamou also in the game. No, he's not yet. Yes, he is in the corner. Djordjevic skips it. CC going to work. Manufactures the shot. Closes it to a 5-point game. Nice lineup in the game now for Oostende. Schuler moves it on. Bonate, with 9 seconds on the possession, is fouled by Fila.
Is force. Quatrième faute personnelle numéro 24. Remise en jeu, Nanterre dans les two ball.
Schuler wraps it. Ute, little turnaround, is going to travel. Big trip for Oostende with just over 2 to go. Chance to close this to a 3 or a 2-point game. Shafatsik is back to close this game out for Nanterre. Djordjevic takes the ball screen. Extra pass, Fila attacks it. Inside, Djordjevic for 3, is off. Ball is hunted down and Myers is the man who comes up with it. Djordjevic off the screen, Myers rolls. Djordjevic open for 2, is short. Looks slow, looked labored. They had 2 great looks to make it a 3-point game. Shafatsik off the ball screen, fires the 3, is short. Will be an offensive rebound for Murphy. Aminou goes up with a hook, maybe should have recycled. Djordjevic moves it. Djordjevic gets it, turns down the 3, goes strong with the left hand for 2. 3-point game with just over 1 to go. Nice finish. Schuler. Aminou with the jump shot is off. Fila comes down with a rebound. More challenged by Myers that time. Djordjevic gets the early screen. Myers to the hoop, doesn't get a look. Myers inside for 2. We got a 1-point game with 42 to go. Oostende fighting their way back to a point down. Shafatsik, huge trip here for Nanterre. Wraps it. Schuler wants, and why not? What a game he's had so far. Schuler for 3 is way long. Ball's kept alive by CC. Oostende could lead it, and they have a shot to win it. Oostende with 1 shot to win the game. CC puts it on the floor, fires it up, is off, and Pelaway comes down with it. And Nanterre will hold on, and will hold on for the 1-point win. Jamal Schuler and Nanterre get the 1-point win. There's confirmation. Nanterre with a 75-74 win. Well, Oostende will not like the result, but their Basketball Champions League campaign is back on track. That was a hell of a performance here in Paris. Shafatsik was good again. Murphy, great contributions on that Nanterre team all the way down the roster. 58 and 59%. There's not much between this on the stats. Oostende won the game on the glass, but when you see the turnover numbers, they gave that advantage back to Nanterre. So those two numbers pretty much evened each other out. That man there, Jamal Shooter, was a difference maker in the game. Did Michael Myers stay out of the game too long? Well, in the analysis at the end of the game, you've got to say he did. At 22 and 8 for Mike Myers. Tremendous performance. Djordjevic, 5 turnovers. Petaway's 3 off his ankles was as big as anything. But Myers had 22. Samalu was quiet in the second half. But in a one-point game, you can point at so many things that could or should and did make a difference. But the only thing you need to be aware of at the end of that is that this team, Nanterre, saying thanks to the crowd, held on for the one-point win. Jamal Shula was phenomenal in the third quarter. Currently sitting third in Pro A in France. We'll climb the table in Group D in the Basketball Champions League. Nanterre's season really coming to life. Tremendous performance by the home team. Great performance by the crowd. What an atmosphere in this gym. Every single night they come out and support this team. It's a great story, it's a great club, and tonight was a great game. Aminou had 14 points. Here's the Group D standings with Nanterre going joint top with Besiktas. Oostende sit at the bottom, but anyone who's seen the games in this group will be able to see that this group is far from. It's a group of death if ever there was one. No team is unbeaten, no team is without a win. So this is going to be one of those groups where points difference, various options are going to come to play as we progress in this Basketball Champions League season. What a game though. So many heroes. Konate at times was one, but Shula, not only from the three-point line, was also alive to every opportunity to run. Shula had 19 points on the game, 4 from 8 from 3, 2 from 3 from 2. And on top of that, 3 from 4 from the free-throw line. He chipped in with 3 boards, 3 assists, and a steal. He had a game. It's played the way to describe it. Jamal Shula had a game of basketball tonight. Aminou was one of those guys that continually contributed. 14 points personal on the night. Shafatsik had 11. And Manizi had 10. Petaway only had 5 after his big game at the weekend. But one of those was the 3 off his ankles. And Mihalovic makes this team a different team. Makes Oostende a different lineup. Big time contribution from him. Myers was phenomenal as Shula milked the crowd after the 3. Takiri had his troubles and his woes during the game. Stayed with it. There's the 3 off your ankles. for Pettaway. Literally picked it up off the floor. But there was a period where Aminu, before Myers came back in the game, went jump shot, layup, jump shot, 6 points without any challenge. And those 6 points in the end, that phase of play before Myers came back, almost sealed the deal for Nanterre. What a game here in Paris. What a game for weekday 4. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.